And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got a perfect night for baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Along with my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars of the sport, Mookie Betts. Always exciting to see him in action, and it seems like he consistently finds a way to impact the game.
Yeah, Boog, it's offensively at the plate, defensively when he's on the bases. And this guy's just a heads-up player, but he's got so much talent, and he makes the most of that. I believe it starts with his preparation because you never see him give away an at-bat.
And we'll be back for the first pitch right after this. So just about set. Our starter in this one, Mitch Keller. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure. He's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
The line to kick the pitch. And that one fouled off. There's a swing and a drive. That one back there. And that is gone. A gigantic blast. And they jump out front. It's 1-0.
Well, we see this so much more today. Lineups with pop in the leadoff spot, and it really puts the pitcher in a tough spot out there where he has to execute right away. You can't just get over a couple of strikes to settle in, get comfortable, because at the plate, that guy's looking to do exactly what he just did. Start the game off with a huge bang.
Mookie Betts in the box now as he leaves that one up high.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
That's inside.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level, playing at night.
On the ground to third. A dive. Nice stop. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Third basemen have to be so quick with their first-step reactions. Hot shots like that, that's why they call it the hot corner. That's a perfect example, though. There's no way he gloves that one if he's not dialed in, anticipating something coming his way, staying on his toes every pitch. Really nice job to get back up, set himself, and make a strong throw across the diamond.
Teoscar Hernandez at the plate and takes high there. Keller, an all-star a season ago. He features a four-seam fastball, a cutter, a sinker, a slurve, and he occasionally uses a curve. One run across in the frame so far here in the second game of the series. And another ball. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And there's ball four.
Ball four.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
One down. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. The pitch. Fought off foul. And he deals. And that's down and away.
It's a good take.
Line drive. And that's a fair ball. Hernandez around second, headed for third. And they'll have runners at the corners after a one-out single. And now it's Max Muncy.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
First offering misses badly for ball 1.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Grounder might be 2, and he can't come up with it. Throw to first for the out as the run comes in from third.
That is good. The right fielder is a 3. Chris Taylor.
And at the plate for the Dodgers, Chris Taylor.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat, drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Line to left. Reynolds makes a nice grab at a full sprint, but 2 runs for him and they jump ahead. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Pirates nothing. Back here with my pal Siggy, and today's starter, Bobby Miller. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Well, he's been a real quality starter for his club, and coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Ke'Bryan Hayes. The pitch. Just missed.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
He swings and fouls one off. The wind of the pitch. Out to short. Betts gets it to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. We take a check of the Pirates lineup put together by manager Derek Shelton. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
Number 19 stands in now and watches strike 1. One down, base is empty. Hard hit left side. Whips it across. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away.
We talked about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
Bryan Reynolds here.
A lot of clutch hitting from him recently. Over the last 10 games, he's knocked in 10 runs.
Swing and a miss as he was out front. 2 outs, base is empty. Next offering is fouled back. Off the mark there, and that's ball 1. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh, and they're down 2-0. And we're back. Second inning set to go. Here's the center fielder, James Outman. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Lined, and that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. And up to the plate is Will Smith. And a foul ball left side. The pitch. There's a strike. Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Brooke, he's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players question the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
Grounded to third. Could be 2. On to Gonzalez for 1. Tellez, 2.
If you blink, you might miss it, and that's the magic of the 5-4-3 double play. It happens so fast, which is a huge reason why this is such a delicate sequence. The entire play will break down if one person has bad timing.
And now it's Gavin Lux. Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here in Pittsburgh, ready to go for the last half of the inning. At the plate for Pittsburgh, O'Neill Cruz. And the pitch.
So O'Neill Cruz is named after Paul O'Neill. That was his father's idol in baseball, so he named his son O'Neill. In 2022, they finally met each other when the Pirates played the Yankees in New York, and I'm sure that was a moment that O'Neill Cruz will never forget.
Ball to strike. That one down the line, and foul ball. The wind and the pitch. On the ground, right side. Lux. On to first, and quickly one away in the second. And now the center fielder, Jack Sawinski. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Swings through that.
0-2 is the count.
One down, base is empty. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Left-hand batter waits. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. The punch out there, and there are 2 down.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle, so I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
Here's Rowdy Tellez. Close, but called the ball. Ball 1. Two outs.
Ball 2. 2-0.
That one finds the zone. Now 2-1.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
Righty to the plate. And a foul ball. 2-2 down. Gets a piece and stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. Fouls that off to the left and will do it again. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And that extends the inning.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit. No hits in the shutout yesterday afternoon. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1. The Pirates down by a pair. Bottom half of inning number 2. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there in the mound.
Kicks and deals.
Nope, inside. Ball 2.
And there's a foul ball. The pitch. Stays alive. And he grounds one to the right side. And it goes just foul.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And down on strikes he goes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Pirates leave 1. They trail it here 2-0. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Shohei Ohtani. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Keller back to work. That misses. 1-0. Ohtani throws right, bats left. 29 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year.
Looking a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field now.
That one ripped. And it hits the fence. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
So, man aboard, Mookie Betts steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's 0 for 1. That catches the top part of the zone. 0-1.
Betts is definitely one of those guys that excels at everything he does, Boog. In terms of baseball, he can do it all. He's won World Series, batting titles, Gold Gloves, and everything else you can think of.
And a pitch. That one finds the zone, And the count is 0-2. Struck him out looking.
Well, that was a pretty poor at bat. He just never got the bat off of his shoulder. I mean, you got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play if it's anywhere close. And I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
Hernandez in the box for the second time. 1 ball, no strikes. Right through there for a strike. Ohtani, the runner at second with 1 away. And that one is lifted in the air. Sawinski drifts towards it, pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Around third. He'll score easily. It's 3-zip.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. I can watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
So 2 down. Here comes Max Muncy. He's 0 for 1. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Going to count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 outs. Got him looking. And that's the 3rd out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 3-0. Back here at PNC Park, set for the bottom of the 3rd. And now, Henry Davis. Yeah, the right-hander back to work. Down the middle for a strike. 0-1. And he gets tied up right there.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Righty delivers. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Here's the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez. In the air, left side. Hernandez makes the play. 1 away.
The third baseman, number 13, Key Bryant.
So digging in, Ke'Bryan Hayes. 0 for 1 so far. But when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner. Got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
And a pitch. Just missed. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third?
When you have good feet, you've got soft hands, and soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
Got him. And there are 2 outs. Man at first. To the plate now for Pittsburgh is the DH.
Triolo.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Here comes a pitch. That one out to right. Taylor under it. And that is that. So 1 left for Pittsburgh. Still down 3-0. And we're back out of the 4th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Chris Taylor. Keller back to work. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1.
You know, these Dodgers doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average. Really nice execution of the cut fastball right there. Similar to how you might throw a 2-strike slider, start it middle of the way, and let it break and take over that outside corner of the plate. But sometimes with the cutter, you just don't know how much it'll move. I think he's good, and I think he was also a little lucky right there.
That one fouled off.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Can't glove it cleanly. But he wins the foot race to first. Good job of knowing how much time he had there.
Fastball grew right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Now it's going to be Will Smith. Fastball for a strike. And it's 0-1. That one ran inside, almost got him. Next offering is in for a strike.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Out to short. Tosses to first. And the Dodgers are set down in order. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, but they lead at 3-0. Bottom of the inning. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Brian Reynolds.
The left field, Brian Reynolds.
And a pitch. Just off the outside edge, and it's 1-0. And another ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
2-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
Cruz in the box now. No balls and a strike.
No, Boog, I know it's obvious, but you just can't miss Cruz when he's on the field. I've never seen a player like him. I mean, he's 6'7", weighs 220 pounds, and is the tallest shortstop in the history of Major League Baseball.
Betts whips it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now back, center fielder.
2 outs, base is empty. And the batter now, Jack Suwinski. Caught looking his first time up. Pitch is in there. 0-1.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
On the ground. And that chance handled. And he beats the throw. He's safe.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done, just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
And a foul ball. Right through there for a strike. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Suwinski ground second on his way to third. Coming home. He scores, and it's now a 2-run game.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Andrew McCutchen, the next Pirate to hit. That's in there. 1-1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
And the righty deals. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just going to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. But the Pirates strike on this run-scoring double. It's now a 3-1 ball game. New inning getting started. Now it's the second baseman, Gavin Lux. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And here it comes. And first offering is fouled off.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
The wind of the pitch. There's a swing and a miss. Davis down to first. In there safely.
Well, you don't see it very often, but every once in a while a guy strikes out and still somehow ends up safe on first. And when it happens, you kind of scratch your head, but I guess sometimes a pitch is so nasty it makes everyone miss. Now they're going to have to get more than 3 outs in this inning.
So the lineup flips over. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. That clips a corner. Lux gets his lead at first with nobody out.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
The pitch. Swings and misses, and now 1 away.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when the With 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error. But some way, you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Here's Mookie Betts.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Ball 1, no strike.
The shortstop takes the ball. The pitch. A swing and a miss, and that's strike
1 ball,
1.
1 strike.
So now 1 and 2.
We got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
And another ball. Man at first, 1 away. Turns and fires to Betts. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Quick feed to second for 1. On to Tellez, and the double play ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Pirates 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Henry Davis. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. Right through there for a strike.
You know, these Pirates, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times.
1 and 1.
And it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
And that one fouled off.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
And he deals. In the air out towards right center. Outman sizes this one up. Corrals it. And there's 1 down.
Up next is pitcher, the second baseman.
Here's the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez. Fly to left his first time. In the air out to center. Outman under it. Puts it away for the out. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, the third baseman.
So the Pirates batting order turns over. Ke'Bryan Hayes digs in now. Ball 1, no strikes. Bounce to the right. Freeman. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Down in order go the Pirates. And it remains a 3-1 ball game. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. The wide to kick the pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Hernandez, a former All-Star, 31 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And it's even up. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Roansy Contreras loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Oviedo also throwing. The wind of the pitch.
That's ball 2.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
And a pitch. That's out to center field. Gets under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie.
And now the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Late with the swing there.
0-1.
Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Freeman hits it in the air. Reynolds pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Two outs, base is empty. Max Muncy at the dish. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
Fastball for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the 2nd game of the series. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Dodgers down in order, and the score stays 3-1. Bottom of the 6th, and now number 19.
The designated hitter, Garrett Triola.
The pitch. That's in there. That's strike 1.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Drops into the glove, and there's 1 down.
The left fielder, number 10.
Now the left fielder, Brian Reynolds, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That catches the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Look, that hook's looking pretty sharp today. Just a solid pitching performance so far, and I really think it's because of that curveball.
That one in triple digits.
0-2.
Foul ball, still 0-2. That one just misses.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
The Dodgers up by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. He goes down looking. Chris, 3rd time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Here's O'Neal Cruz. Swinging a foul straight back. The pitch.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
2 down, nobody on. Good job to fight that one off. The wind and the pitch. This one in the air, right field, under it. Makes the grab, and that is that. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Roansy Contreras. On for the 30th time this year.
Number 59, Roansy Contreras.
Chris Taylor steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
The right fielder, number 3, Chris Taylor.
Here comes a pitch. That's a strike. It's 0-1. And downstairs. Here's a 1-1. That's a strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
And another ball. Righty to the plate. Struck him out. Really fooled him with the breaking ball there.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Here's the center fielder, James Outman, 1 for 2. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. 1 out, bases empty. Next offering is down low. And that's in for a strike. Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff.
Well, I think that was just a case of a hitter quitting on a pitch. He was looking fastball and didn't see it out of the hand and just left the bat on his shoulder. That was a changeup right over the plate. Probably not the location he was looking for, but the change of speeds is what fooled him, and he got the out.
Smith in the box again, takes a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take, gets ahead in the count.
On the corner for a strike. And down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1, 2, 3.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Back here at PNC Park, bottom of the 7th, at the plate for Pittsburgh, Jack Suwinski. And now time is called as there's a visit to the mound. Just talking things over, nobody getting loose out in the pen, so a little consultation. Miller back to work. Right through there for a strike.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
Line drive, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now back. The first baseman.
And here's the first baseman, Rowdy Tellez.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still, they're only running the game so far.
That's in there. Strike 1.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you can find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
The tying run at the plate. Strike 2.
The 2 strikes. May see some movement over there at first base. Trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And now the right fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Right through there for a strike.
0-1 for count.
With the tying run at the plate, here at the bottom of the 7th. Base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Now the catcher up to hit, Henry Davis.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. New pitcher on here, Joe Kelly.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Out towards right center field. Taylor on his way over. Brings it in. Runner tags at second, and he moves up a base. So 2 away with runners at the corners.
Now back, the second baseman.
Now here is Nick Gonzalez.
Well, there's a reason why he's at the bottom of the order. Struggling as of late, but a knock here would be a huge lift for him and for his team.
That's in there. Strike 1. With the go-ahead run at the plate, here in the second game of the series. That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. 1 runs in. They're waving McCutchen home. He scores to tie it up. It's 3-0.
Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Back to the top of the lineup. Ke'Bryan Hayes will hit next. Out front and foul to the left side. Kicks and fires.
That's the ball.
Just missed. 2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. Fouled off. He was late. Man on second, 2 down. Fights it off. He'll see another. Misses, it's a strikeout. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. We're tied now with 3 apiece. Back here in Pittsburgh, we go to the 8th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Gavin Lux.
Now, this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
On the inside corner for a strike. Next offered in there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there.
That one is absolutely belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. McCutchen returns it to the infield. Go-ahead run into scoring position as he stops at second.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Strike one.
0-1.
Go-ahead run at second, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one hooked foul.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
That's a ball.
In the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And an excellent job keeping it right there. The 1-2. And there's a ball.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
High fly ball out to center field. He's got it. And there's one down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Here's Mookie to hit, known for his late inning heroics. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a
1
strike.
ball, 2 strikes.
That's out number 2.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
Hernandez in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
Fastball in for a strike, and the count 1-1. Man at second.
Ball 2.
This one driven deep center field, on its way, home run. A massive home run, and they add a pair. It's 5-3. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So 2 down, and next will be the cleanup hitter, Freddie Freeman. And takes low for ball 1. That to right, and it falls. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty.
The left-hander on now, Ryan Borucki.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1. Freeman leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And a swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2-run shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now 5-3. You're dialed into the show. Bottom of the 8th, and now the DH, number 19.
The designated hitter, Garrett Triolo.
And a pitch. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. At the belt and fires. And ball 1. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Reynolds, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Ball 1 there. The Dodgers leading by 2 here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Big swing and a miss.
It's been a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Drifts towards it. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, the shortstop, O'Neill Cruz.
Now here is O'Neill Cruz. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead. Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. The pitch. And they'll do it again. Outside. 2-2. Got him looking, and he did not like the call. Bucks go down quietly. They're still down 5-3. And we're We're back at the plate. Chris Taylor. Rookie, 30 years old now. He joined the team as a free agent. Warning track. Whoa, and you can touch them all, baseball man. That was blasted to the moon. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they boost their lead. It's 6-3. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
James Outman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 1 for 3. That's in there.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the 9th. Swings through that one for strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
And that's off the inside edge. And the count is 1-2. Kicks and deals. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
2 strikes.
Wouldn't chase that time. Left-hand batter waits. And that's ball 4.
Take
Up next, the catcher.
So man aboard. And next for LA, Will Smith. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. He decides to eat it, and that leaves them with runners at first and second.
Second base,
Gavin Lux steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Looking for some insurance. Or as our friends down in the South would say,
insurance.
No matter how you say it, we know what you mean.
And a pitch. And a strike on the outside edge. Off the mark there. And the count 1-2. No outs, runners at first and second. And that's outside. And that's ball 2. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
Goes down looking. So the batting order turns over. And the batter now, Shohei Ohtani. He's already homered here in this one. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Two on, 1 out. Caught him looking for the K.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
Betts in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. Check swing, 1 around, 0-2.
0-2.
2 on, 2 outs. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That misses. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2
First
strikes,
and second, 2 down. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And that's outside.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
2 outs. And another ball. Teoscar Hernandez waiting to bat for the Dodgers. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score, and the lead is up to 5.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Colin Holderman takes over on the mound.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Man at second here with 2 away. And up next for Los Angeles, Teoscar Hernandez. Outside corner, there's a strike. Strike in there.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
That one misses, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Betts at second with 2 down. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Right-handed reliever. Oh, that hit him. And they get the out after the ricochet. And the inning is over. Mookie Betts with the big strike in the inning. It's now 8-3. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Daniel Hudson.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Leaping, can't haul it in. And his 3rd hit of the game is a triple.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Even though center fielders are amazing at tracking down balls these days, there's still a lot of room out there, and it's a big field. So if you hammer one to center like that, there's a decent chance you're picking up extra bases.
Next to hit, Rowdy Tellez. That clips the corner.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
And that one lifted in the air center field. And he makes the catch. Runner tags for home. He'll score the sac fly. And it's 8-4.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Now it's the right fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
Get on base here and keep building off this momentum. They're getting closer, but they still got some work to do.
And that one is in for a strike.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sack fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
And the right-hander deals. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
And here it comes. Struck him out swinging. And the Pirates with only one out left.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
2 down, nobody on. And a foul ball. Hudson is just 1 strike away. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. And he's got a double.
Everything came together for him. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. Nick Gonzalez, the next Pirate to hit. Davis at second with 2 down. Righty delivers, and that just misses.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Man on second, 2 down. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 1-2. Hit to right, and that should do it. They'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers take the first 2 games of this series on the road.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
And our final here today, 8-4 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.